Hey, that's how are you doing? So, like today, why it's a second stream with not exactly the same name, but like exact the same, like kinda the same. It's not a topic, but you know, like content, I would say. You know why? Because it's actually like you asked like couple streams ago or like last stream, I don't remember exactly, why some characters can benefit from EM and another one from attack. Actually, it's not okay. You know why? Because if there's no mentioning about the stats and let's say scaling, then they do like they should do the same. I mean damage. So today I did couple tests, and that's actually were like pretty interesting tests. That's why I decided to do like change. I have three different artifacts, and I will show all of them what artifacts is better. I will do like free-to-play team. I will show you team. I said you guys that I will release a video. Unfortunately, yes, I haven't. Let's say I decided to do the test, and I noticed some strange results. So yeah, let me do the test. Let me show you what's it. Then I release a video. Maybe tomorrow, like here. I would say tomorrow. Hey Lucas, how are you doing? So yeah. Now let me just grab some energy.
Light it up.
Because you know why? It's like yes,
right.
melt reaction benefits from
isn't the best spot
EM. That's true. But usually you need to like go with substats, but not the main stat of the like let's say like kind of attack, or like it's better to go for attack usually and go for EM as much as possible. You know, usually let's like it works for Gaming, it works for Arlecchino, it works for like any characters, maybe except Hutao, because Hutao scales on HP, we know that. But yeah, like Yoimiya as well, actually you need to go for attack, but try to get EM as substats or like from artifacts, from buffs, something like that. Hey Sino, how are you doing? Okay, so let me show my build first. Like it's the same build, free to play. This weapon, 4-star instructor set, Mavuika with EM at the moment. Her ratio overall is like 50. It's my build. And weapon is like this one. Bennett with a free-to-play weapon. I decided to switch my rotation a little bit. You know why? Because when you start rotation with Mavuika skill, you only have, unfortunately, you only have 8 seconds while this buff ends. So it's better to start with Bennett's burst, because that burst lasts for 12 seconds. So yeah, let me show you, like, and it's more consistent. How much EM good on Mavuikas and what's good. So yeah, let me just like show you first. So yeah, my build is like this. Mavuika at the moment, it's like with this artifact, which is like elemental mastery, 21% crit damage. It has crit rate and attack as well. So yeah, overall I have like this amount of attack because of like free-to-play weapon. But Bennett's give me buff. So yeah, let's start the rotation.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Go in! Fulfill our pact! Xilonen, East Papa! Burn it down! Light of the blazing sun!
So yeah, if you saw the damage, it was like 852k. It's actually not bad. And yeah, my talent level is like this. 9. It's 852. Let me take a note. Now let's, and like when you start rotation with Bennett, its initial hit, it's more consistent to get that damage. Hey Ali, how are you doing? Wow, did a lot of damage. Yes, like no, like just like you know, like just wait a little bit and you will see the most interesting part of the test. Because today I did like maybe a couple hours for the test. So you help me get energy.
Light it up! Bring it!
Actually going for like to this, it's not important, but you know why I do that? Because since I use citlali use that TDDS weapon.
Off we go.
I need some time to cool down that TDDS passive. By the way, I have that sword too. You mean like, yeah, like Lucas, if you have... You skipping Mavuika? So, now let's switch the artifacts to attack one. My attack is actually not bad. It's pretty decent. But this attack doesn't have any elemental mastery. It has only attack. So yeah, if I compare them, you see, this one has some attack and also has elemental mastery. But this is just, yeah, just energy recharge, which is completely useless, and some flat attack. So yeah, let's switch that one. So yeah, first with Yen was like 852. Oh yeah, and my substats, of course, like it's increased. Attack is increased, and elemental mastery went down by about like 200, but that's obvious, you know, guys. So yeah.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Everybody stand! Show no mercy! You two! Time to burn it down! Wrath from the sky!
So yeah, it was 838k. Now let's do the last one, which is the most important one. So yeah, looks like attack is better, right? Like it's obvious, because actually if you compare this elemental mastery with this attack sand, they actually both have the same stats. They're like equal. Like you can say that, because let's say this less crit damage compensate with attack a little bit, right? And crit rate. So yeah, if you, let's say, get CV value, they close to each other. But I have another piece, which has, just a second, which has elemental mastery in it, 65, which is actually very, very important, as you know. Let's switch this one and let's check what sand is better. If you compare with this sand, that's obvious, and this one is better. Even though it has less attack and less crit rate, it has elemental mastery. It's not a health, it's about 30% of EM. You know, it's way, way better than 8.2 attack. I mean, in compare with 187 elemental mastery and 8.2 attack with 46.6. You know, like let's say it's a ratio, it's completely different. So yeah, now let's do the test with this one. And by the way, it's 5 obsidian codex, so I can change like 1 trash if I have with best one. Oh yeah, I'm sorry if I missed some question, guys. Do you still have some areas to explore and get some? Yes, like some more pools. I mean, like, Lucas, if you mean like me, yes, I have actually. I haven't done this area yet. Like, yeah, it's 72. It's like 56 and 46. I still need to get. You know, we have an event where they give us, yeah, 100 orbs or 100 Primogems is still left. So yeah, and I have about like 32 days. And also, like, I haven't started this new event yet, because as you know, guys, we got like new event, which is this one. I haven't started yet. What do you mean you deserve it? Oh, okay. Arlecchino banner, I'm sure you will like get double. So, let's get some energy. Oh. And yeah, starting with Bennett buff, like it's a little bit consistent. You know why? Because yeah, because of that weapon, because of everything. Yeah, starting with Mavuika's, because of like, let's say if you use Mavuika's signature, I will do the same, like with Mavuika's signature as well, by the way, test. Because if you know, like my max damage is 1,154,000, I think with this setup I can, let's say, get more damage. So yeah, now, just a second guys. My Mavuika with 230 in elemental mastery, but yeah, since I use instructor set, I can get more. My weapon also gives me like additional elemental mastery, which is 96, and artifacts, which is like the sand, is like this. It's elemental mastery, crit rate and crit damage. It's more than enough. But by the way, overall ratio is like 45 plus 40 from Obsidian Codex. Okay, now let's do the test.
If you insist on putting yourself to the
Teamwork
test,
is driven! Get to work! Suffer the wrath of Eve! Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge!
So yeah, and you didn't notice that I got like 860, which is more than EM. I mean, like, yes, by a little bit, but by only 8k, but still it's more damage. So the point is, actually you can go for attack, and overall attack should be better, because maybe because of this passive, which is like this one. 2.7 attack per fighting spirit, like yeah, it's opposite conversion, so yeah, it gives per spirit, like, but maybe you get so much attack because of that. So yeah, the point is, if you have pretty good artifact with elemental mastery, like attack, it's better to go for attack with, like, let's say attack with 40 EM should be better, even better than like, or equal if you go with something like this, you know, with 8.2 attack. So yeah, I will keep this set, because like, yeah, it's give me more damage, which obviously it's almost like 880 or 61. It was 60-ish something. I will do the test like with the same sets to like tomorrow. Well, at least you have here on like just like lots of. So now, since I have 5 Obsidian Codex, I can switch one of my artifacts and get more maybe damage or something. I decided I have like either I can go like either this one, which has EM 65 again, which is actually 30% of the sand or goblet. I mean EM sand or of goblet, right? And also attack and crit rate. This one is a little bit low, not so much. So yeah, and defense is like useless. Oh, I have this one, which is like more crit rate, the same amount of crit damage, elemental mastery, and more attack. Yeah, same attack. So yeah, let's switch to this one. If you remember the number, it was 860. Now I have a little bit less crit rate, but that's alright. A little bit more elemental mastery and a little bit more attack, because this artifact is actually gives me 9.9. So yeah, that's okay, because actually now I will get about 79 point.
Light it up!
Oh, we can check that. 79.2. Yes, would be nice to get 100, but I think it's alright. I mean, like, yeah, we will be alright. Let's check the damage. Yeah, next one, the pool. I got Mavuika in front of a base door because I just done floor 9. Oh, congrats! But you got Mavuika like yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yesterday, a couple days ago. Hey Dreamers, how are you doing? So let's just get more damage if we can.
Light it up! Bring it!
So now I'm good, thank you very much, Dreamers. Thank you very much. So now, since I changed my, like, you know why I decided to do the test? Because yesterday, if you remember, Mr. DeVere said that he gets from Constellation 0 Mavuika at level 8, he gets like 1.6 million. In my opinion, is impossible. Maybe he has like, yeah, signature weapons, that's true, but 1.6 million is just insanely high number, you know? If you remember, guys, yesterday we did with Desta's like account with Constellation 1 and Constellation 2 Citlali, and her build, yes, maybe it's not perfect or something, but still that build is pretty decent build, you know, like it's playable build. You can do some damage with that build. And we got like 1.6 like by having only Constellation 2 Citlali, Constellation 1 Mavuika, and yeah, with signature weapon and Constellation 6 Xilonen, you know, like yeah. Maybe he has something special. I will ask him like yeah, if he joins the stream. Next target is Xilonen. Xilonen profile. Yeah.
Oh, ow.
I got
Where did that come
Citlali and
from?
other December. One cause like from where I live, service came back like online at like for real. That's crazy. Oh, 9 p.m. It's like 9 p.m. means like 3 hours like to like before the new year, like yeah, right? If I'm not mistaken, Lucas. Oh, not yet, that's no, like I can increase my damage by giving, by the way, yes, Constellation 6 to Bennett, but no, he's like Constellation 5 now. You know why? I will wait a little bit. So yeah, now, let's do the test with this build, because I got that artifacts from my chasca. Chasca is okay now, still, because I switched to this one, and yeah, she has pretty good ratio. Oh, by the way, let me show you something. Yesterday after the stream, I decided to do one domain run and I got this great artifact. But unfortunately, as always, it's a pyro goblet. And yes, went like to, I got like the flat defense, only 1 crit rate and double like 2 HP. Oh, that was disaster actually. I will melt it today, we'll see if I can get something. Oh my. I was so happy. I decided to do it offline, to be honest, and like, why not? Let's try it. And yes, that was a bad idea. So
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
So now I have my Mavuika with 267. Just a
Benny's
second.
adventure.
So yeah, Mavuika is 260, 76, my bad, with that weapon, with artifacts, and I switch, so yeah, I just use this attack with Elemental Mastery substat, because you know why? Usually, let's say, if you get Elemental Mastery upgrade, the max is 23 if I'm not mistaken, and if you compare how much attack you get when you upgrade, it's 3 point something, 4 point something. The point is, an attack overall is 46. The point is, we should get about like 8 point something to be equal to Elemental Mastery buff, if you got the point, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean like 3 upgrades to Elemental Mastery is more than like 3 updates to, it might be more than 3 updates to attack, because I have this attack with 9.9, but I have another one with the 3 upgrades. Just a second, let me just find one. Oh yeah, just a second. It's better to go like kind of like crit damage with like, let's say crit damage and attack and crit rate. So yeah, something like that. It's 4 upgrades if I'm not mistaken, you know? So another one with the 4 upgrades as well. So yeah, like I mean like this one with the 3 upgrades or 4 upgrades as well. No, it's like 1, 2, 3, like it was 5, 3, it's 2 then, or something like that. The point is, like, with 3 upgrades, Elemental Mastery can give you more affixes than attack. So yeah, now I have like this set, let's just like... Hey Tanuki, how are you doing? Alright.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Going in! Show no mercy! You two! Time! Wrath from the sky!
Yeah. And if you saw that, it was 908k damage. Actually, it's crazy because it's like... It's 58... It's 48k more damage than I got before with my build. Like usually it was like 850, right? No, I got like 50k more damage.
Sand is the natural enemy of fire and civilization.
Oh yes, I know. Like
In the desert, ruins are...
If you ask me, it's like Furina, it's a way. Unfortunately, actually now, fortunately for you, Furina is on the second phase. By the way, we have 4 stars. If you heard that, we have like a 4 stars which we're going to get. Just let me check them. So yeah, we should get maybe Faruzan, Toma, Charlotte, Sayu, and Chonyu. So yeah, it's on like for a 5.4, like, and also no Lanyan. Lanyan is going to be in like in 2 weeks within this patch. So I know about the weapon, like Mavuika's weapon, I wouldn't suggest you to go for that weapon. You know why? The problem is with that weapon, it's like kind of for DPS character, not for even Constellation 2. Let's say even if you get Constellation 3, you don't need that weapon. Because you know why? Constellation 3 increased her burst, which is actually the main source of her buff. It's not that damage. Yes, she also increased her damage as well, especially saloon members, because when you start rotation, you start with her skill. But I wouldn't suggest you. So it's better to use like Favonius is the best one for supportive abilities. Just insane. But it's still up to you.
We should take a break after all that running around.
Oh, for real, 6 pool Constellation 1. Congrats, Lucas. Actually, that's
Let's
crazy.
rest here for a bit.
Yeah, and you know why? Constellation 1, actually, Furina is not bad, you know? It's not like trashy Constellation we have for so many characters. It's actually great because, like, yeah, it's increased, like, Furina's fanfare limit is increased by 100, which means it's now not 300s, but 400s. And also, it's immediately give you 150. It means you only need, like, 250 to, like, feel like to get all of the fanfare stack and activate the buff. That's crazy, actually. That's really crazy, Constellation. Yes, it's no personal damage. Actually, it's not personal damage for Furina, but it means you can get buff way faster, you know? And just a second, it's activated by using Let's People Rejoin. It means by activating, like, yeah, it's like her burst. Mizuki's cute now. Mizuki, I wouldn't suggest you to go for Mizuki at all. You know why? Because looks like she is not so great. But next pile up is it's like buffs made for Mizuki especially. But you know what's made for Mizuki means it's good for other anime, might be good for other anime characters. Just keep that in mind. And we have a lot. We have Sucrose, we have Kazuha, we have Jin, we have Sayu, we have Wanderer, so yeah, Chasca especially, by the way, can benefit from all of the buffs, which like for anime. You know why? Because Chasca like converts the bullets, and you just can swill by like hitting like the enemies with that pistol. Oh yeah, actually it's the best idea. That's the best scenario. You know why? You could getting her on on anniversary, because actually yes, let's say it's within 9 months. It's actually pretty decent amount of time, but that's alright. I mean, like, now guys, let's get max damage possible. You don't have good polearm. I can only get arlecchino and not have weapons. That's also a problem. What?
Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway.
That's a not problem. You know how to solve that problem,
The
Ali?
opposite is probably
I
true
can
for me.
say you a solution. Just skip arlecchino. That's the best solution ever to do, because let's say it's better to go for Mavuika's rerun than go for arlecchino now. Arlecchino, it's like, yeah, let's say the main problem for arlecchino, it's not a weapon, by the way, because you can go actually other weapons. The main problem for arlecchino, it's a shield. You have Zhongli, by the way, or it's a citlali, which also on top of that shield applies some like cryo, which means like you can do melt.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
For real? I didn't know that. Unless you pull in the last day. I didn't know that. Mizuki is cute.
Benny's adventure chain.
For Mizuki,
assemble!
Tanuki, like I wouldn't suggest it for Mizuki because yeah, most likely she will be placed into the standard panel. Just keep that in mind. Yes, like it's not immediately, maybe within couple patches, but most likely yeah, they will place Mizuki into the standard panel. Yeah, she's maybe cute, but you know what's the problem? The problem is they will give us Lanyan for free. It's within certain days, something like that, 2 weeks, let's say, right? And that Lanyan can be a healer as well, because you can use prototype Amber and use Lanyan as a healer. And she also can swill, she also can shield, and with that weapon she can heal.
Ow!
So let's do the final test, because as you know guys, my max damage at the moment, it's like like 1.154, but now I should get 1.2, because like yeah, I changed my build and I also like yeah, get that pretty good actually attack sand for Mavuika with elemental mastery substats. Okay, let's do the test and check it.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Get to work! Suffer the wrath of Eve! Pyroclastic surge!
very well.
Oh, it's not, it's 165. It's more than I had before, but it's not 1.2. So yeah, it's better than I got. Let's do one more again. So yeah, the number was... Just a second. Actually, it should be better. Because yeah, my build is... Yes, I can... by the way, I can do on another like enemies. Let's say like Wanderer boss or that mechanic array or something. Yeah, 1 point like yeah, it's only like 11k more damage. How to wake up Capitano backwards? Oh, about that, yeah, I would be nice to get Capitano playable, not gonna lie. And by the way, about the wake up, you are actually correct, because you know why? He is not like dead at the moment. He just kinda like yeah, maybe sleeping or something, you know? So yeah, most likely we will get him playable or like
Burn it down!
maybe some
Let's light it up!
kinda mentor in the future, you know, for like, so yeah, mentor I mean like someone like a teacher or something, or like, but we'll see, would be nice to get him playable, not gonna lie, because if you like watch that animations, like short animation movie, like yeah, he's, by the way, he most likely a cryo character. If you notice that, he is a cryo, he is not physical or something. That was true actually, and that weapon looks like with ice, some like yeah, you know, that the like the where he holds that weapon. So yeah, it's with icy something like that. crystal, ice crystal, something like that. So yeah, like he most likely a cryo character. I do use Skyward Blade on him too, Lucas. One shot, yes, one shot, but you know what, like I should get more damage. And looks like you can use attack. So yeah guys, like the point is, if you have attack with the elemental mastery substats, then go for attack. No need to go for EM. EM gives you more, but let's say if you have attack substats, let's say if you use something like this, just a second. Oh yeah, let's say like something like this, with crit rate or something, crit damage, that it's like, yeah, the more crit attack you have, it's better. Like, because you have elemental mastery, you know. But yeah, of course, crit rate, crit damage also makes sense. Yeah, not like this one, which is 26, I don't know, like what's that. The last upgrade went to defense, by the way. Unfortunately, yes, I don't have like so many good, because it's difficult to get attack like elemental mastery sans actually. Let's do the test again, if you don't mind, guys. 4 years and I don't have that sword. The same goes for Wolfgrave. For real? Which one? He's definitely cryo when he was fighting Mora. No, like Sino. Actually, that was questionable. You know why? Because back then we thought it was an illusion. You know, it wasn't like an element or something like that. It was an illusion, or like it's not illusion. My bad. It's like how it calls. So yeah, we thought like it was kind of like not his own element, but something different. But yeah, now it's definitely like, yeah, he's cryo. Maybe because of that, we'll see, like, yeah, because you know, like, maybe, like, I will try to do the video tomorrow. As you know, guys, Capitano couldn't achieve the Tsaritsa's like task, I mean the goal to get that pyronosis, you know. So because of that, maybe like Tsaritsa will like send another like pyro harbinger. Most likely is going to be Colombina or another, or Dottore. So yeah, one of them, and we should see them like in near future. I should say it's maybe within like a 5.0, I mean within Natlan, at least like not playable definitely, but still within like quest, like let's say not quest, but like, yeah, maybe quest or something, you know, story quest, something like that. Eating parrots. Can you try Chivrous? Yeah, Xilonen. Oh yeah, Kiero, like I want to overload Mavuika. You know, like I don't have Chivrous unfortunately, and I don't have Yaemiko. So yeah, so that's why overloaded team's actually not the best team comp for me. I have Official Constellation 6, I have Arlecchino, but I don't have like Chivrous because she's the best one for overloaded. I know that. Her trial, yes, her trial is overloaded, that's true. But it doesn't mean it's the best one. Like a best for Mavuika is Melt, second one is Vape, and third one might be overloaded. So, but it's not a great, like let's say it's not the best team comp for Mavuika, even though you can use it. In my opinion, Arlecchino is better, you know, because Mavuika mostly like gets that like big hit with her burst. After that do normal attacks, which is actually not so fast. Even though it has like 2-second ICD, it's still not so fast. You can like speed it up. Colombina, yes, maybe. Evil Tsaritsa is God of Love. Oh yeah, God of Love. So yeah, let me do the damage again. Let's check.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
I'm going in! Show no mercy! Citlali, Papa, light it up! Wrath from the sky! Very well!
Yeah, it's the same damage. I mean, like, it's a little bit more than I got before, but still, it's a, let's say yes, it's 11k, but I will keep this because now I have, yeah, 90 to 20. Yeah, just a second. It should be better actually.
Full throttle!
Just a second. Yeah, 263. 90. EM like with this buff, instructor buff is like instructor buff is plus 120. It's actually pretty decent amount of damage, and it's attack by the way. So yeah, the point is if you have attack sands with elemental mastery substats and pretty decent amount crit rate, crit damage, it's better to go for attack, not EM. Because in terms, oh by the way, it was like 1 million and just a second. So yeah, just a second guys. I want like, I'm a little bit curious about that, so yeah. Yeah, punish. So yeah, it's like this one. Now let's try with let's try to elemental mastery one. Let's get some energy and do the test. It should be less than that. So yeah, that's why I keep it. But overall, I would suggest you to go for EM anyway. You know, like let's say because it's a little bit difficult to get attack sand with like high amount of elemental mastery. You know, so yeah, EM is still like better, I would say. She looks like so menacing, like, and I want her playable. Oh, you mean Columbina? Columbina definitely will be playable. I got a character years ago, like, his abilities are like, so far. Use like emotions, have like, of course. The Toro won't be playable. I mean, it's still like, we don't know, you know why? We thought about like, Capitano will be playable, we had some like info about him, but not yes, of course, not skill info. Still, we could get maybe Capitano playable. So yeah, it's still questionable because we already saw Datori, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see. I mean, like it's still on like on Mihoyo. By the way, no one expects like Shibilanga appears like as a not a playable, but at least it's that story quest. Actually, so yeah, it was actually pretty surprising for me. So I guess someone thinks the same as me, but my idea come like off back in like college days. For real. that was a long time ago. Try arlecchino with Mavuika. In melt, arlecchino with Mavuika. No, like arlecchino is Mavuika, like in melt. Okay.
Rise with the sun.
Right. Now let's do the test with like my old build. Why arlecchino with Mavuika, Dreamers? Can you tell me? I mean, it's a little bit bad. It's better to use Xilonen. It's not a great idea. Anyway, I will try it, no problem. Because let's say you need double pyro and you need, since you want to use melt, you need at least one citlali. So yeah, the team is going to be like arlecchino, Mavuika, right? Then I need to switch Bennett to Xilonen, right? But Bennett is great because Bennett is also as a healer, it's good. And also you can use, let's say, that buff, which is actually crazy. That 1k additional attack buff is actually better than Mavuika's buff, 40% elemental damage bonus, especially for arlecchino. Okay, let's just like do.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test, then stick with me.
Fulfill our pact. Suffer the wrath of the. Burn it down. Light of the blazing sun.
Very well.
So it's 149. So it's 1 million and 49. But why is that? Just yes, just like. Just a second, guys. So the Tsaritsa, she lost her love. So guys, why is that? Because like I tested like with, instead of this one, I used like this one. Well, actually this one is pretty decent, right? I used like this one. Yeah, let's like switch. And let's see if I get enough. Just a second.
Light it up.
It's 91. And more EM. So yeah, let's do more tests. If last one, let's do last. Dreamers, let me do like this one, then I will switch to Arlecchino, no problem. Arlecchinos and like which team I should use? Should I use? It's maybe like, okay, like in this case, maybe I will go Xilonen, arlecchino, Mavuika, and citlali. I will skip you, like, yeah. No need to use Bennett, I would say. Chlorine like signature weapon. Chlorine signature weapon is good. Unfortunately, guys, that bond of life it was so limited. Only 3 characters and couple weapons. That's it. It's so bad actually, you know. So let me check what I have now. It's 51. It's because of like, yeah, weapon gives me more, right? Okay. Well, I should get more than like I got before. No, I use like this artifact.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Go in! Show no mercy. You two. Time. Burn it down. Pyroclastic surge.
very well.
No, like it was like
Your strength. Acknowledged.
it's like less, but why is that? It's 54 again. All right, let's do arlecchino test. And I need to do like couple domains. I will switch to my free-to-play. I need to do some more tests, but as you notice, guys, so yeah. Oh yeah, why is that? That's true. Because like I switch my artifacts to like, yeah, that's why damage is. So just a second, let me do the last test, because I switch back to like my artifacts. That's why I got like so damage, the damage. Just a second, let me switch this one to this one. And let me switch this one. It's actually even less elemental mass crit rate. You know why? Because like, yeah, it's 40 with the weapon. Weapon gives me 11. So yeah, without that weapon. So yeah, I think I will not use this one, but for test purpose, for the numbers, you see it's like 29 on it. So yeah, it's not it's bad. So yeah, let's say anyway, like let's do the test. I should get more damage. if I say 6 Mavuika. Actually, it matters. You know why? Oh, I would say maybe yes. And you know why is that? Since she get not damage bonus, like as you know guys, like she gets attack buff by using like when nearby party members like deals Night Soul alignment damage, she gets like 30% attack. So yeah, Night Soul burst, she gets attack. Attack also buff your physical damage. In this case, you can just level up this one, and I assume that Constellation 6 Mavuika can deal about maybe 50 to 60k physical damage with normal attacks. So yeah, you don't even need a fusion. Yes, maybe that's true. Not gonna lie, because even now at Constellation 0, like it's about like maybe 10 or 15k. Just imagine, that's crazy. You know, it's without Bennett's buff, by the way. That's crazy damage. I mean, I can use like whichever melt. Like you don't, in this case you can use physical actually, Kiero, you know? You just like go for physical and you can destroy any, like every cat. Because her physical actually, it's like pretty fast.
Light it up! Let's light it up!
Her physical damage, even though like if normal attacks is pretty fast, even though she is a claymore, like speed is like crazy. Physical Mavuika, yeah, it's possible. No, but you know, like at Constellation 0 it's not okay. But with like if you increase like her normal attack level, like crown it or level 9 at least, say you can do it, why not? So yeah, last stats guys, let me check because I should get more damage, the max damage I ever got. So yeah.
Off we go.
So now Mavuika with signature weapon, with 4 obsidian codex, and I use attack, and because like yeah, it already has like elemental mastery.
Adventure time.
If you insist on putting
We go.
yourself to the test,
Teamwork is strength. Fulfill our pact. Suffer the wrath of evil. Wrath from the sky.
Okay, now you see the damage, 102 what did I tell you? So it's like a huge amount difference in damage. And it's a max damage I ever got. So actually it's a huge buff, not gonna lie, let me check it. So it's possible to get that, I didn't expect that. So yeah, now it's like, you see, like it's Constellation 0, yes, with signature, but still, it's like pretty good number, not gonna lie. Alright, so yeah, I will switch my artifacts, you know why? Because like physical support, physical Zhongli actually, like, yeah, let's say Kiero, like physical Zhongli, I would say it's still the best character in the game. Like, I mean like physical best character because he's just insane. Yes, we have Eula. Eula is also crazy, but Eula is made to do physical, but Zhongli is more flexible. Physical Zhongli is crazy because he has a great speed. You can use Yunjin with him, it's even more speed. He uses pole arm, and he is pretty easy to cancel his final attack, which like yeah, cost you a lot of time. So yeah. Alright, so the damage is actually decent. Why I want to switch like back to the left, because you know, like it's only 18% like crit rate. So yeah, if I switch the weapon for a free-to-play one, it should be like only 70, unfortunately. It's 69, even low. So yeah, I will switch all of my artifacts, especially like, oh, not all of them, like yeah, this one, because it's giving me huge amount of crit rate. You know? So yeah, it's not 31. I will 39. I will keep this one. This build is okay, decent, pretty decent, and it give like this build give me 1,165,000, which is okay. But yeah, 213 is just crazy. So let's do like that domain with arlecchino melt. Okay, got to go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you very much for joining, Lucas. Thank you very much. Do a video physical Mavuika someday for fun. Well, you know why I don't think I will do that? Because to do that, Kiaro, you need to level up her talent, but I don't want to waste the mats, not gonna lie. I want to like crown this one and level 9 this one. And also we will get Lanyan. Also I need to finish my Citlali, and also I need to finish my, yeah, like level 9 my Xilonen. So that's why I maybe will do that, then decide. I don't want to level up this one because it's a waste actually. Even though, like, if you have constellations, and yes, if you don't have constellation, I would say it's a waste.
Trials. Adventuring is right.
So dreamers, like the team is going to be like this. Xilonen, Arlecchino. I will use Arlecchino with her signature. Oh no, it's going to be like this. Like Xilonen and citlali with TDDS, Arlecchino and Mavuika. I will use Mavuika as a supportive character.
This will be a productive.
It's not a great idea. I just tell you in advance because let me get some energy back. It's better to use Bennett, definitely.
Sand is the natural enemy of fire and civilization. In the desert, ruins are all that remain to tell the story of the past.
Characters. Speed buff, Mavuika, and speed. Yes, but you need Constellation too. I mean, like, if I'm not mistaken, it's, well, like, within Constellation 2, like. So yeah, if you don't have Constellation 2, so you cannot speed up. Just a second, let me check it. Yeah, it's Constellation 2. Unfortunately, I don't have that Constellation. So yeah. So it's Constellation 2. You can, so yeah, that's true. And actually with Jin it's super easy. I'm still on level 7 only Mavuikas. I take down that boss put. I got different materials. Oh, like, by the way, like, it's not a big problem actually. You can convert mats. I mean, if you don't know how to do that, like, just a second, let me get the... You most likely know how to do that, dreamers. If you don't know, let me show you. It's actually easy. Let me get some energy.
Burn it down!
Bring it!
So, what you need to do? Just, like, go to the any, like, alchemy. Just a second. Go to the second, if I'm not mistaken, it's second. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I will switch Mavuika's weapon maybe and Xilonen's weapon. I want to get like clean test. So yeah, you go right here. Oh, no, right here, my bad. So yeah, you check the mats you need. I don't have like new boss mat, but for citlali we need like this one, right? You just choose one you need, and it asks you like which mats you want to convert. You just only need like dream solvents. That's it. If you have some, you just can convert it. You see, like I can, like let's say do something like that. It says like, do you want to like you will lose this one and get this one. So yeah, that's it. You can do it. I mean, like back then, by the way, it was a nightmare. By the way, when they released the game, we haven't got, like, we didn't have like this option. I mean, like you need to farm. That's why, by the way, that's why I have so many bosses. Just a second, let me show you. Like, if you see that, I have like ton of the bosses, you know? Because like, yeah, I thought like we never got like the function like this. I mean, like to convert something. So yeah, you see like that. But then suddenly they decided to like give us like that solvents. So now like you don't even need to like farm a lot of mats. You see, like I have a little bit like couple of them. It's like Raiden ones. No, it's not Raiden. It's like Wanderer boss. And yeah, new one. It's a whale ones. Hey MZ, how are you doing? Mavuika with EM sands and attack weapon, and rebels will have like EM weapon attacks. No, you know why? Like you can check like the beginning of the stream. I did like a lot of tests. So Mavuika, yes, That's true, that's the best way is to go for EM. The point is, if you have some attack sand with a good amount of elemental mastery, it's better to go for this one. It will give you more damage than EM sands. That keeps that in mind. So yeah, let's say I checked like this attack sand with substat elemental mastery and pretty good amount of crit rate and crit damage, and I tested it with like this one. You see, like it's EM, it's attack, crit rate, crit damage, not exactly the same but close to each other. This attack sand is better than this EM. So yeah, by a little bit, but better. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Like it's better to go for attack if you have substat elemental mastery. If you don't have substat elemental mastery, then yes, it's better to go elemental mastery, like or like sands. That's for sure.
Need some high-calorie food urgently? You've come to the right place. What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
More Xilonen. I mean, anyways, I'm gonna go study. Yes, like yeah, study well, MZ, study well. Alright, so like let's do arlecchino test.
Instead of confining themselves.
Maybe I will keep that weapon because oh yeah, I will keep this one. I will switch Xilonen's weapon. So I will go like free to play team completely. Like my citlali is with like TDDs, arlecchino. Like only arlecchino will like yeah with that signature one. So yeah, rotation is going to be like this. It's better to start with arlecchino than use... In this case, Mavuika skill is not so important because you can use it though. Because that skill, like a Mavuika skill only increases the damage of like your or of Mavuika's, only Mavuika's personal damage. But it can be a problem for Citlali's cry application. So it's better to not use skill. It's better to use burst, right? Then switch to Citlali, then switch to arlecchino, use her burst, and then do normal split seed. Okay. So,
Pyroclastic surge!
Show no mercy! Xilonen, it's Papa!
actually, it's great. It's not bad. It's like it was like 230 like melt damage. Not gonna lie. Let's check. Yeah, I got like all of the buff, right? It's also some attack buff, also like elemental damage buff from. It's not bad. Let's check with Bennett. Right? Let's check the same thing with Bennett. But you know what's the problem? It looks like okay, but within domain. When you play the same team in like Spoil Abyss, it might be a problem. Because maybe, yes, maybe, because since you don't use Mavuika skill in this case, like, yeah, in domain you should use like that skill, because that skill gives you 80 like Night Soul point, and you need to get that to like, yeah, to get Fighting Spirit, to use that burst again and again, you know. 11 days PD guaranteed. I am so pissed. No. 11 days PD guaranteed. Is it 11? Oh yeah, that's a like, yeah. But Ali, like you, just like, you know, like I feel you, but you got Zhongli, you spend your guaranteed on Zhongli, right? If Zhongli is so playable, just like no need to be so upset, because you know why? We will get Mavuika's rerun, you can get her own rerun, that's it. Just like, I would suggest you maybe like to spend all the Primogems you have on Mavuika's banner. So yeah, if you couldn't get her, then you just, yeah, you need to try again like on her rerun. Alright, now let's do some like with Bennett. What is Iansan going to be the best support for Mavuika Overload team? It might be actually, it would be nice, you know why? I want Iansan be the great supportive character. Since she is a 4-star, you can get constellations, you know? Let's say better than Ororon. Let's say not better than Ororon. Ororon is bad in overloaded teams. He's not great. Still, Fischl is better. Why Ororon is used? Because of that new enemy with that, like it's a papilla flower, or like how it's the name, with that iron shield, you know, you need to destroy. Ororon is more effective than Fischl, unfortunately. You still can use electrocharger overloaded teams with Fischl and like chlorine. But the problem is, yeah, and if Janssen would be better, it will be better. That's crazy, actually. I hope Janssen, like, it's better than Aurora, especially for overloaded team. Let's say the only characters can compare with, maybe it's Fischl, you know? Okay, now let's try Bennett.
I won't hold you back.
I hope I can. Okay, of course I don't have energy. Just a second. Yes, but you know, like what? Like you just go for Iran, Ali. Like what can I say? Like that's.
Off we go.
For real, I cannot get like. Oh, okay. I thought it's possible. Oh yeah, let me switch the weapon, by the way. I will go for a free-to-play weapon. It was like actually not a bad damage, not gonna lie. With Mavuika.
Show me your moves.
With Mavuika it actually was pretty decent damage. And I will try with Domain then, like with Spell Abyss.
Off we go.
Mavuikas. But you know like what? The most like let's say the most of the job done by citlali and Xilonen, because it's 36% rest rate, additional 20% rest rate. Citlali gives you elemental mastery, or by that instructor set. Citlali with TDDS gives you 48% like attack buff. Xilonen also gives on a Cinder City, so yeah, it's all of that, like gives you like huge amount of affixes, like let's say motion values, so yeah, something like that. Where do you get that weapon from, Bennett? Oh, how are you doing, Stefan? That weapon is craftable in Sumero, so you can get it like for free. Like if you mean like this one, it's craftable, it's free. I will show you the place, just a second, let me do the test.
I'm going in! Fulfill our path! You two! Time to end!
I will do the test again, but let me grab some. Looks like Mavuika gives me more buff. I thought that weapon is from BP. No, it's not from BP. No, it's not. It's free to play, you can get it, and it's actually, let's say it's the best free to play weapon for, of course. Yeah, it's best free to play weapon for like Bennett, because it has a passive which gives you additional elemental mastery. Just a second. When you finish like, there's like some Aranara quest, if I'm not mistaken, and after that you can get the billets. I mean, it's not the billets, it's kind of like blueprints to create billets. Then you just go for like to the smith, actually to any of them.
Transfixed!
And yeah, you have all of them. You see like this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. This all of them, like you can create it. You don't need, by the way, new like, yeah, you need new, but you can convert them. I mean, yeah, that's for sure. So yes, it's only one blueprint, and that's it. A billet, I'm sorry, one billet, and that's it. And if you don't have this one, by the way, you can do conversion. Just a second. If I'm not mistaken, it's within. Just a second.
Bring it!
Oh yeah, so you can get like, you can go like old one, use again like this dream solvent, and convert to the new one. You see? Like, yeah, it's not like that. You need to do like, choose like this one and do like this one. So yeah, you like spend this mats, 2 by the way, just keep that in mind, and you get 1 billet to create that weapon. And you don't need even refine that weapon. Hey Yoni, how are you doing? Oh yeah, if you find all of them, like, if I'm not mistaken, that was a quest or something, just yes. You check your inventory, by the way, maybe you already have the blueprints. You need to use them, you know, like, yeah, you need to use them. After that, like, yeah, you can create the weapon. But still, like, just go, like, to this smith, I mean, like, within Fontaine City. Oh, it's fine, I'm sorry, it's not Fontaine, of course. You need to do, like, in Sumeru, but you can, like, visit any smith you want. So, yeah. Okay. So let's try Mavuika again. Actually, it was not a bad test, not gonna lie. Let's try Mavuika because Mavuika gives me more buff than... Huh.
Archon reporting for battle.
It's so unfortunate that you need like to, like, yeah, actually yes, but you know what, by fighting the boss you can get them. You just need, what I would suggest you guys, if your account is pretty new, like, I would suggest you maybe spend like that 30 presents weekly at least to one of the bosses, even if you don't need them. But back then I just like fight the bosses like crazy, you know, that's why I have like so many of the soul ones, you know. So yeah, I have 70. By the way, it's like a boss drop, weekly boss drop.
Rise with the sun! Get to work!
So let's try Mavuika as a buff again. Hey Toto, how are you doing? I have around 70 of those. So yeah.
Oh, that wasn't me spitting on the ground. I know better.
Oh, you didn't get... Yes, it's kind of like... Since it's a drop, like, you need to be lucky enough. But yeah, it's like, yeah. Like, it's random. That's why it's... Alright, melt team. Actually, I can try melt team on that boss, right? Yeah, it's more, let's say, powerful. Has more HP. Let's try it. So yeah, let's do the same. It was like 2...
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Lay to bed. Wrath from the sky!
Fulfill our pact! Suffer the wrath!
dash of color into the spiritual light.
Overrule!
Its damage is not bad, but still Mavuika is better, you know that. So yeah, you need couple constellation for arlecchino. At least if with constellation 1, by the way, you can defeat that boss. But without constellation it's difficult. About 1 year I did like all of the weekly bosses yeah, Toto. I don't know like how... Oh yeah, by the way, your account is pretty old. If I'm not mistaken, it's 4-year account, something like that. And yes, I did the same. Because if I show you my mats, I mean like... These ones, I have like crazy amount of them. You see like it's Tsaritsa. That's crazy, actually. I did especially when they give us like, let's say discounted runs, you know, like 30 primo, because 30 resins, because initially it was 40, it was 60, and that's it. Then they decided to give us at least like 3 of the bosses, right? 3 of the bosses with like discount. Yeah, you see, like, yeah, now we have like 3 of them. You can do like discount with discount resin, which is 30. Even like Vuvo, by the way, doesn't have that. I thought that if you fought the boss in less time, you will get one, but no. Actually, it's wrong, Stefan. The more time you spend on a boss, the more, like, let's say what I noticed, the more time you spend on a boss, let's say with pretty, but it doesn't mean you need to go with a like powerful team and do like slow like run. No, it means better to go like, let's say not decent, but let's say average team, and just do your damage, you know, like no need to slow you down. If you go with a powerful team and slow you down, it's not the case. You need to go with the average team and just do your damage. In this case, the drop rate is a little bit higher. I just noticed that because I play this game for a long time. I noticed something like that.
Light it up! Show no mercy!
So let's do this boss again. You know why? Maybe I messed up with Citlali's weapon. I need to wait a little bit before like doing all of the stuff. Let's try it again. So which one is better? EM? Oh yeah, about that, Toto. Which one is better? If you want to check the test, you can like watch the beginning of the video. But the point is, if you have like I told you that I will do the video. Unfortunately, I did the test today and I have like some pretty, not as strange, but interesting results. So yeah, now I'm going to use this one, which is attack, but some elemental like substats, you know. So if you have pretty decent attack with the elemental substats, I would suggest to go for this one, because this one gives me more damage than like this one. So yeah, even though it's elemental mastery with attack, this one gives me about like 10k more damage. Yes, that's not a huge difference, but still it's difference. Like they have the same amount of crit damage, but crit rate is different, you know, like it differs. And also attack, it has attack, but it has 65 EM. And by the way, just let me, if you remember my last like max damage, I just like I broke my record now. So now I have like 1,213,000 with like, yeah, my all of the stuff, but cancellation 0, you know. So yeah, before it was 1,154,000, so it's 50k more damage. So that's why I decided to go for attack now instead of EM, because it's no way to get, you know, that EM like within, and if you get a lot of attack, then you will lose some crit rate or crit damage, you know. So in this case, attack would be way better because elemental mastery upgrade number is higher than attack upgrade number. Let's say it's only 3 upgrades to elemental mastery and 3 upgrades to crit damage. In this case, 3 upgrades to crit damage, 1 to attack, and 1 to, let's say if I got another one to attack, which is 11-1, right? Maybe they will be like even, you know, they will give us me the same damage. I have only with attack sense 89. Actually, it's 9 attack sense and EM weapon. I mean, like, yes, I use EM weapon, but it depends. I also have like her signature. I tested with her signature with this one. Yeah, I haven't tested with Gravestone. Gravestone is actually not a bad weapon. It's better than Mailed Flower. But yeah, this one is free to play. So yeah, you can go either like this one or this one. But damage differs. I mean, like, you know why? Because actually it's not a bad idea to go for attack if you have EM. Unfortunately, I don't have better than that. Let me check it real quick. No, I need like attack with substat EM. Just a second. Like this one. This one is actually not so great because yeah, I lose a lot of crit damage. This one is okay. But yeah, unfortunately, it's just imagine if like it went to like crit damage or crit rate instead of defense would be nice. And yeah, my best, let's say my best one is this one. Attacks and EM weapon. Yes, you can do that, Stefan. Like, it's up to you. I mean, you can use Rain Slasher, by the way. And you know what? In terms of like, let's say consistency, Rain Slasher, like this weapon, might be way more consistent than like Mailed Flower. Mailed Flower, like, yeah, within 8 seconds after the character's elemental skill hits an opponent, or the character triggers an elemental reaction. So yeah, their attack, like, actually it's like non-stop. You need to do like reaction or like skill damage to get this one, but somehow because of infusion or something like that, or like aura from citlali, I lose this like 96 and 24 buff. So yeah, it's so because of that, Rain Slash might be a actually pretty good like option for Mavuika if you don't have Gravestone, of course. Can you show the build of the support? Oh yeah, of course. Like on the video, yes, no problem. I will do like, yeah, of course. Like, let me show you now. Like, so yeah, you want to like see full artifact set as well. You know what can I do on the video? I can use that Enka and play the picture at the end of the video if you want to. It would be nice actually, because you know what I'm going to do on the video? On the video I'm going to do something like that. So yeah, I will show Mavuika, I will show her overall stats, I will show her weapon, and only this artifact. So yeah, but I can play the picture at the end of the video if you're okay with that. And did you try both EM attack sand with her? Yes, Toto. I did both of them. So yeah, let me say use a number. So yeah, with attack, I got...
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light.
So the most damage...
And humans are the same.
The most damage I got like with like her weapon and with this sand. With this sand, attack sand. It was like 1.2 million damage. Oh yeah, no problem, Toto, no problem. I will do it tomorrow. Like, I hope so. I will do like the video. I will release
Except
like big one. Like, I mean like big video, I mean like, yeah, like full screen video and short one as well. Because with short, I will just, yeah, do the video within 30 seconds or 40 seconds. But with big one, yes, will be like, with 3 artifacts, by the way. I will test like this one. I'm going to test this one, and I'm going to test this one. Let's say my best EM and attack sands. I have Rain Slashing, and from my experience, I say that's good. Oh yeah, Rain Slashing is great, Stefan. I mean, like, you can easily use Rain Slasher on Mavuika, and you will be completely okay. Why I use EM but not Gravestone? Actually, Gravestone is not bad. Because Gravestone actually gives you more damage when she is within that, like, how it calls? Just a second. Flame Strider. It's like the bike state, you know, Flame Strider state. Because it's like, yeah, normal, and also it's attack, it's increase your damage. But yeah, like being free to, let's say, doing the test free to play, in my opinion, better, but it's up to you guys. You can use like, yeah, bye Ali, bye. What was the weapon signature or free to play? Like, yeah, max damage. Yeah, it's a weapon on the video. I want to use like free to play actually. I mean, I want to use this one. I'm going to use this one. You know why? I will do separate video with her signature, no problem. Let me first do with free-to-play weapon first. Like, yeah, and I'm going to use free-to-play on all of the characters. You know? Like, in this case, only Arlecchino has her signature. But yes, it's like a melt test. And actually, you know, like, Mavuika is not a bad buffer. Just a second.
Sand is the natural enemy of fire and
like,
civilization.
Dreamers asked me to
In the
test
desert,
like Mavuika as a buffer. Like, let's say he asked me to use Arlecchino and Mavuika like on the cryo team comp, like male team comp, my bad. Looks like she's not bad actually.
Bring it!
Because you know why? I wanted to release video today, but then I decided to do some tests. And I noticed that like if you go with attack, it's actually not a bad idea if you have EM. So if it gives you more damage, it means like you can go either attack and EM, and it doesn't matter so much. Yes, EM overall in general better because of melt, that's true. But if you have attack with like EM substat, it's actually not a bad idea at all. So you can easily go with attack.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Light up the blazing sun! Get to work! Citlali, eat Papa!
I must stop with that.
the color and the spirit of water.
I must stop a little bit. But just a second, let me do some adjustment. If I will use my Xilonen's weapon, I can kill that in one cycle, in one rotation. It's possible. Or if I go with Xilonen, no, Xilonen weapon doesn't help me actually, because I don't use her skill, and you know why? Because skill only increase her personal damage, but not damage for. Let me switch the weapon. Unfortunately, yes, Arlecchino now becomes a little bit expensive. I mean, like you need, like, her damage is great, not gonna lie. With, you know what? Let's try with Bennett that boss.
Fulfill our pact!
Let's try with Bennett. Bennett should be better. But still, like, yeah, Mavuika is playable as a buffer, but, you know, like, let's say, since she is so broken, it's better to use Mavuika as a, like, let's say, as a DPS, not as a, like, supportive character.
You...
Alright. I need to, by the way, you know, let me do like something like that. Let me edit my profile. Because, just a second. So yeah, I'm going to use like the team like this. Xilonen, citlali, Mavuika and Bennett. Let me place it in advance. You know why? Because the anchor has like some like crazy ability. If you do it like immediately, you need to wait some time. So yeah, it's better to place it now. So let's do the test with Bennett on the same boss. Should be alright, I think. Unfortunately, the next pile base is going to be crazy as hell, guys. So yeah, we will get like double waves with that new pillar, or like how it calls that new boss with iron shield. That's crazy actually. Yes, it's only on the first half, but that half, like that chamber actually is going to be the most difficult one.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Overruled. Teamwork is dreamwork. Get to work. You two. Time to.
Yeah, that's that. So yeah, if you notice that, Dreamers, like Bennett is way better than Mavuika, because Bennett gives you, let me show you like how much like affixes or motion value or like I got. It's like, let's say, is that like, yeah, let me just show you. Is that chasca boss return? Return? Chasca boss? Oh yeah, like actually, yeah, that's true. That's what it said. So, yeah, no problem. Like, just keep that in mind. Yes, it's signature weapon, I know that, but I even haven't. Yeah, I use free-to-play builds. So yeah, Bennett is better. Bennett gives you more buff than Mavuika. Just keep that in mind. And the problem with Mavuika's buff like going down within like 20 seconds. That's a problem actually. Let me check that one. So yeah, this one. You see, like it's the sighing. So yeah, this passive, like after using an elemental burst, every point of fighting spirit present. So yeah, if you have the max amount of fighting spirit, you get up to 40% elemental damage bonus. The maximum increase obtainable increases damage, lasts for 27 seconds, and the sighing over this duration until it's reached 0. So let's say it's not like Bond of Life, it's kinda different. So yeah, it's like went down. So yeah, let's say like every second you lose 2% of damage, you know? So like that. It's actually pretty decent amount of damage. So yeah, if you use Mavuika, her damage will go down way more, like, yeah, with higher numbers, you know, because as you know, like Arlecchino also has something like that. So yeah, if your Bond of Life getting lower, your damage is getting lower as well.
Off we go.
So, Arlecchino's okay, but you know, most of, oh yeah, let me show you how, like what I got, like when you use Arlecchino, Bennett, like citlali, what, like, let me show that, like, now I have, like, so, now I have, like, 2.257 attack, 79 elemental mastery, and, yeah, that's it.
if you insist on putting yourself to
Lay
the
down.
test,
Bring it.
then
Everybody stand back. Show no mercy. Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh.
Now let's check it. Oh, it's actually should be more than that. Yeah, my bad. So yeah, you get like 3.999 attack because of Bennett, because of like the weapon. Oh, actually I messed up. Let me do it again. So yeah, I switch. Actually no, it's like I got that buff. Let me do it again.
Overruled. Adventure time. Get to work.
Alright. But still, whatever it takes, I mean, like, it's like better to go for Mavuika definitely and skip Arlecchino completely. I mean, she's not bad. She wasn't bad. She's not bad as well now, but yeah, Mavuika is way better. Like, incredibly crazy character. And Mavuika can be used with, let's say, literally any supportive characters you have. Literally with anyone. She is great with Shinchu. She is great with Yelan. She is great with, like, not like Arlecchino. Well, to use Arlecchino with Yelan, you actually need Constellation 1 or like Zhongli. You know, using Citlali it's not the case because, yeah, you will just mess up with that freeze reaction. So yeah, let me wait a little bit because of TDDS. So because of that, so yeah, but Mavuika is like actually decent. And Mavuika can be played in Overloaded as well. The only problem, she's not so great in Overloaded because, yeah, like, as you know, like, Fischl is the best one for Overloaded, one of the best because, but Mavuika needs kinda ororon to get that fighting spirit, so yeah, kinda questionable. And you need to use her burst to get all of the, like, a lot of the buffs. Let's say, using Mavuika without using that buff is actually not a great idea. You need to use that buff, but to, like, feel this buff, I mean, like this, like, her energy, you need a natlan character who can consume Night Soul points. Alright, so let's do the test again.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test, then you should be.
I'm going in! Show no mercy! Citlali! East Papa! Get him!
So yeah, it's like 3.999, it's buff like 199 elemental mastery and also like, yeah, 126 pyro damage. It's because like, yeah, and 40 it's like Cinder City. So yeah, it's actually a huge amount. That's why you can do like all of the stuff with Bennett. Bennett is okay. Mavuika is not bad, but yeah, I wouldn't suggest you to use Mavuika as a buffer. And by the way, my Bennett is Constellation 5. If you do him Constellation 6, it's even more damage. Or like, yeah. You see the damage? It's 30k. It's like 297k like damage. It's crazy. But yeah, just keep that in mind. It's her signature. It's her signature. Without signature, you can do less. Actually, it should be about like 220. Let's say if you use like maybe like this one, it's 220. If you use this one, it's a little bit less, maybe 180, something like that. You still can use free-to-play this one and you can get pretty decent amount of damage, especially with Bennett, because Bennett actually can somehow activate this normal attack buff. So yeah, not a bad choice. And yes, like if you have like a deathmatch, it's actually also pretty decent weapon.
What could the children be?
Alright, let's do... I thought you're gonna press it. What? Oh, no, like, no, no, definitely not today, definitely not enough, like, let's say, I don't think I will do it in a couple days, etc. I will wait for future, you know why? Because that Bennett can, like, mess up, now, not so many characters, but they can, like, actually release a character, let's say Skirk, and even though I don't like her so much, let's say, I don't know the mechanic, it's bad to say something in advance, but...
Transfixed.
But maybe like, you know, like, oh, since she is going to be maybe physical or something, yeah, that infusion might be incredibly bad for... Just a second. Can it? Is sword characters... Just a second. My bad, let me check it. Is sword characters also involved? Yeah, sword characters also involved. So yeah, yes, I can. It might be a big mess, you know. Okay, let's do some Spile Abysses maybe. Let's do this team in Spile Abyss. Especially like on a first like chamber, like let's do the test. If you don't mind, if you want me to do some different test, I can do it. It's completely free to play. Like this, it's not free to play. It's like arlecchino is like with her signature. But I can switch the weapon. Yeah, for a second of all, like, it's like it's only first half.
Laid bare. Bring it!
Everybody stand back! You two! Time to end!
Overruled.
Teamwork is strength! Get to work! Yeah!
Your coming was foretold. Dance with me!
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
The show's only just begun. The curtain. The eternal oasis at long last. Witness my rise. Laid bare. Bring it.
Teamwork is strength! Show no mercy! Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh!
Commendable. Transfixed.
Yeah, that shield is like, yeah, I don't have enough elemental mastery, but you know what? Even if I have like about like 700 elemental mastery, it's actually great to have that. It's pretty decent shield, not gonna lie. I mean, like citlali gives you, no, that's okay. It's just a test, because citlali gives you actually pretty decent shield. Unfortunately, since you like do rotation, you cannot benefit from TDDS. Like here, let's say you can benefit from that every other rotation.
Overruled.
Everybody stand back! Fulfill our pact! Xilonen, East Papa!
You know, like to get like, what's the problem with these bosses? Like you need to crowd control them because they change the position and you lose your Bennett's buff, that circle. So what you need to do, just like you wait.
Laid bare. Bring it.
I'm going in! Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh!
Now I begin that circle, so I get the buff, you know? This means more damage.
Overruled.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Your coming was foretold. This is where you dance with me. Laid bare.
The show's only just begun. Going in! Show no mercy! You two! Time to...
The curtain. The eternal oasis at long. Transfixed.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is strength! Get to work!
So yeah, it's pretty decent actually, but you need to be within that Bennett's buff. Unfortunately, without that it's difficult. Without that it's actually difficult. So if you are within that Bennett's buff, damage is actually crazy, because if you saw the numbers, its attack increased like from this number to like 4k. It's great buff. Also, yeah, I get some elemental mastery. Unfortunately, yeah, you cannot like consistently use this weapon, but that's alright. That's okay. Just keep that in mind. Like use arlecchino, like yeah, use citlali. After that, like use arlecchino. So you need to use citlali skill and burst right before arlecchino. Switch to arlecchino. So yeah, you need this buff only for arlecchino. Bennett cannot benefit from that so much, especially supportive one. Xilonen, like easy because yeah, she's defense scaler. But Mavuika, let's try Mavuika. Mavuika in this case like actually might be better. Because Mavuika gets resistant to interrupt, the same team but with Mavuika. Without her signature weapon, by the way. But arlecchino with signature. That's how like Mavuika is good, you know, like she's really crazy. And if you get used to proper combos, by the way, as you know, like combos is kinda a way to increase your damage. Because if you do proper combos, especially with cryo team combs or like hydro team combs, wave team combs, melt and wave, then you increase DPS by a lot. So yeah, rotation is going to be like...
Burn it down!
I'm going in! Show no mercy! Suffer the wrath of me!
Wrath from the skies!
I messed up actually, because you need to do like... just a second. Let me do it again, because yeah, it's the same thing by the way. To crowd control these enemies, you need to do the same what you do, like what you did with arlecchino.
Light it up!
Everybody stand back! Get to work! You two! Time to...
Light up the blazing sun!
See, like it's more than...
Incinerate!
Yeah, I messed up.
Rise with the sun! Bring it!
Teamwork is true! Show no mercy!
Wrath from the skies!
Let me try again. That animation is crazy. And when you do like, yeah. To crowd controlling them, it's actually not so difficult.
Burn it down!
I'm going in! Fulfill our pact! Eat Lalin! Eat Papa!
Light up the blazing sun!
Bring it! Let's light it up! Teamwork is true!
Wrath from the skies! Incinerate! Rise with the sun!
Yeah. You need to get used to that, definitely. I mean, arlecchino in this case, a little bit maybe more convenient. You know why this charge attack actually, it's not inconvenient, but yeah, you just need to get used to them. Arlecchino is like just, yeah, normal attacks and super easy.
Burn it down!
Everybody stand back! Get to work! Suffer the wrath of me!
Light up the blazing sun! Light it up!
Teamwork is strict! Fulfill our pact!
Pyroclastic surge!
Get to work!
Your coming was foretold.
Dance with me!
Light it up!
Eternal
Everybody
oasis.
stand! You two!
Bloom
Time
as
to...
the flowers
Wrath from the skies!
The eternal oasis of long last.
Bring it! Huh? Teamwork is dreamwork! Light of the blazing sun! Incinerate! Light it up!
Everybody stand back! Show no mercy!
Wrath from the sky!
Yeah, if you get used to it, like, it's actually easy. The problem is, like, first two lava guys, then yeah, they're just like... Alright, but yeah, it's like without signature, it's like free-to-play team. Let me check it. So yeah, like arlecchino is, in this case, might be... citlali, actually, it's crazy. Citlali is insanely crazy. But what you can do, if you have Neuvillette, Neuvillette just destroys like, these two lavas immediately, but yeah, because if you go with a team like this, Furina, like because of like Hydro Rush shit, it's like super quickly. Yes, Kazuha is still better, but Constellation 1 or Constellation 0 Neuvillette without some shield or yeah, it's a little bit difficult to use. Oopsie. By the way, TDTS in this case not so helpful. It's better to use sacrificial fragments on citlali because you can use like couple skill to get more Night Soul points. This one increase your cryo application. All right.
Silence.
It's Furina. Yes, Furina is first.
Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song!
Bring it! Let the mountain's veins boil!
Yes. Yeah, I need to get used to the characters, like...
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Bow your head.
Fulfill our pact! Citlali, East Papa!
The tides beckon.
Monster, like, he destroyed like in no time.
Care
Which is actually
coming was
obvious.
foretold.
Dance. Dance with me!
Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song!
Let the mountains
Be a
veins
good
boil!
audience, won't
Get to
you?
work!
Let the mighty be humbled. Silence.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Shower me with praise! Let the world come on! Show no mercy! Suffer the wrath of...
Settle down. The tides beckon.
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song! Get to work!
But with Kazuha, let's try Kazuha. If you're like lucky enough, because yeah, like you need to dodge a lot. With Kazuha you can do like a little bit faster.
Shower me with praise! Let the world come...
Bring it! Hear the echoes of the valley!
Silence.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Care for
Your coming was foretold.
Dance with me!
The eternal oasis.
Letting brave names echo! Be a good audience, won't you?
Let my name echo in...
Fallen leaves, adorn my...
Be sanctified.
Not done yet, Eternal oasis at long last. You are here to watch.
Settle down.
Let the mountain's veins boil!
You should let the world collide!
As one with wind and cloud.
Silence. The tides beckon. Bow your head.
Bring it! Wind strike.
So yeah, like if you like, you just need to like keep you a little bit because yeah, do not get interrupted. All right. Warlock Strike, Kazuha, Citlali, and Furina Neuvillette. Yes, like I did that. Like I did like a lot of time. Like no, what? No, like it's like okay, like numbers. Citlali, Furina, Neuvillette, Kazuha. Okay, just like yeah. Citlali, Furina. Okay, like yeah, it's not a bad. It's actually not a bad option. The only problem is, in this case, you need to use Citlali with Cinder City, but not with like that because you switch. Like yeah, I need to switch that. Okay, okay, let me switch that. I'm a little bit skeptical about your teams always streamers, and you know why? Because you can find some like teams which can like so bad with each other, not gonna lie. Sometimes actually. Sometimes, time to time. This team is okay, but the problem is like you cannot use like let's say usually I use for melt citlali, but in this case instructor set is not so great. Because no pyro. Actually I can test this one. No. Let's go with the team you told me about. Okay. It doesn't matter actually, you know why? Because you need that EM only for like, yeah, it's better to go like something like, oh yeah, let's do like this one. It's better to go energy recharge, but that's alright. It's 4 piece. It's 132. Actually, with Cinder City, you will be alright with this energy because you know why? This set, when on nearby party members, like triggers a Night Soul Burst. Oh yeah, nearby party members, that's problem. We don't have any. So yeah, the team is going to be...
Sounds good to me.
Rotation is...
Let my name echo in song!
Fallen leaves, adorn...
Fulfill our pact! You two! Time to...
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled!
Cryo damage is cryo damage. So yeah, let's do this Spiral Abyss. It's actually yes. I would say maybe Xilonen. Let's say, and yeah, by the way, I use like citlali with TDDS, which is actually completely a mess for like a Neuvillette. Like yeah, you don't need to do that. It's better to use like this one, which like definitely will increase your shield, you know, and gives you some like yeah, like you can use like skill second time, which is increase your night soul points, like not consumption, but gives you more night soul points to keep that cryo aura for a long time, for a longer time. Alright. And Spiral Abyss resets in like, yeah, 6 days. But Xilonen would be better in my opinion anyway, but let's try.
Time to shine! Let my name echo in song!
Clouds high. The birds call.
Show no mercy! Citlali!
Settle down. The tides beckon.
Xilonen is a little bit better.
Care for coming was foretold. Dance with me. Wind strike. Fallen leaves. Adorn my audience.
Strike a pose! Let the world come on! How dare you! Fulfill our pact! You two! Time to end!
Bow your head. Let the mighty be humbled.
The eternal oasis at long
Not
last.
done!
Huh.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
One with wind and cloud. This is
Nice first. Maybe yes. Like, you know what's the problem? Xilonen is actually better because Xilonen's like Kazuha. If you don't need to do crowd controlling, Xilonen is better. Yeah. If you don't need any crowd controlling, Xilonen is better. Xilonen is like just so easy to use. She is a Geo. She do crystal. The only problem is she do crystallize reaction, which like steal your aura. So yeah, you need to like, let's say in this case, use Neuvillette skill or like wait for some aura. You know, to swirl it or like do reaction. But yeah, nice freeze.
Strike a pose! Let the world come on!
clouds high. The birds call.
Get to work! Suffer the wrath of me!
Be sanctified. Silence.
You still cannot swirl like this, guys.
Care for coming was foretold.
You
Dance with me,
Time to
baby.
shine.
Eternal oasis. One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
You show no mercy! Get to work! Citlali! Eat Papa!
The tides beckon.
Strike a pose! Let the world come on!
Wind strike. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. So many.
The same exact same thing. Like that's interesting. Yeah, was like this high resist enemy Xilonen also superior. Yes, exactly. Like yeah, that's why like this team is like kinda Yeah, it's not bad. But Xilonen also gives you some like defensive utility with that crystallized reaction.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
As one with wind and cloud.
You two! Time to end!
Settle down. Let the mighty be humble.
Care for something was foretold.
Show no mercy!
Dance with me! Adorn my...
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in something!
Be a good audience.
The further gravity!
Be sanctified. Bow your head.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
As one with wind and cloud.
Take me!
Yeah.
Stars above!
It's like, yeah, Xilonen is like, yeah, this team is like, against this like consecrative like beast, like this team is like, yeah, not so great, unfortunately. Yeah, like exactly, like, yeah, it's like, you know, like you lose as the same, like, yeah, you can do it, like if you don't have any choice, but if you have that one, so yeah, Xilonen is better. You can use Kachina actually. Let's say in this case, instead of Kazuha, would be nice to use Kachina. Because Kachina with Cinder City, but yes, it's like, still, this damage is not bad, but Xilonen definitely, like, yeah. Still, like, Kazuha is better than Citlali with Furina, because, yeah. But Kazuha is not better than Xilonen. Okay, let me switch back my weapon and artifacts. Let's do domain, because you know why? Maybe I will be a little bit like early today. I need to do the video. I Todo asked me to do the video. Unfortunately, it's the second day or third day, like I just messing around and like, yeah, you know, like sometimes it's difficult to do the video because, like, let's say I watch a couple videos about like what is better, EM or attack. All of them, it's not, I didn't like them. You know why? Because you need to, like, what the point is, like, I don't want to, I'm not hating, but the point is you need to get like kind of close pieces to test it. It's bad if you get one piece better and then show difference, because as you know, like guys, all of the players says that elemental like sand attack is better, elemental mastery attack is better. Yes, it's better, but not so much. You still can use attack and you will be alright. And in my and the test I showed you, like, yeah, it's like 1 million. By the way, that's like, did you see that? So yeah, I did like 1,213,000 damage. That's crazy actually for me, because I increased by 50k with cancellation. I just curious how like Mr. Devourer did like 1.6 million, because actually with like free to play, it's actually impossible. So basically use any better piece we have. Actually, yes. Like, let's say in general. Oh, for real, yeah. Just like let's say I did it on like within this. So yeah, now it's my max is 1 million to like 213k like damage. Oh yeah, I can like, let's do it again, why not? After that I will do like one. Let's try to do it again. Yes, it's like with signatures, etc., something like that.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's true like this. So like, it's better to go the better piece you have. Let's say if you have attack with elemental mastery at least 40, it's better to go to that attack, not EM. If you have great EM sand with good amount of crit rate, crit damage, let's say crit damage and attack substat, then yes, go for that piece. Because like the damage difference, it's not so huge. Actually, it's not equal, of course. EM is slightly better, but not by a lot, you know. It's not like 5% or 10%. Because I thought, according to the all theory crafting guys, it's way better, but it's not like that. It's actually close to each other. I mean like EM sand and attack sands. So, also, I need to switch my artifacts. Now I use these ones, but I need to switch this one because, you know, like it gives me attack, it gives me crit rate, which is actually crucial, and crit damage. But this piece gives me more damage, even though like CV value of this piece is higher. You know, like it's 30-ish something plus 30 crit damage, it's 45-ish. This one is way, way lower, but it gives me 40 elemental mastery. And overall I have like 40 and EM. So yeah, let's try again. Hey Car, how are you doing? Next week, like, for you. Yes,
that
but I
wasn't
need
me
to
spitting on the ground. I know better than that. I just had some sand in my mouth, I
Mavuika's
swear.
damage on level 10. Yeah, I want to see that I is like kinda doubt to surpass one. Even with Bennett C6, I'm kinda doubt to surpass. Yeah, I mean like Constellation 0. Yeah, I don't think so. Like,
Get to work.
I don't think like I can surpass that. So yeah, talent level 10, like crown talent, will give me additional maybe 50 to 60k more damage. Bennett Constellation, Bennett's Constellation will give me maybe like, yeah, maybe 50 more, something like that, because you know why? It's because of like elemental damage. Because the damage you does, it's like, I mean like the damage you do, it's like melt, and so yeah, it's about like 50 more k. So overall it might be maybe 300 million, that's it, but not
Rise
more.
with the sun!
But still a decent number actually. And talent 8 to 10 is a many increase. Oh, for real? Oh yeah, actually yes, that's true. Like each talent gives you about like 10 to 15% damage buff. That's true. But you know, like let's say it's on paper, Carl. Usually it's on paper because I like saw a lot of like I usually watch that theory crafting guys. They usually calculate crazy amount of numbers, you know, with the perfect artifacts, perfect like crit rate, crit damage, etc. But usually it's not like that. Usually you maybe miss some artifacts. You can get like bad pyro one, goblet I mean. So because of that, damage is usually not what they talk about, because they talk about 28%. That's not true. Actually, it's less than that. It's about 20% more damage. But still, we need to test that. Because if you ask me, I got about like up to 10% like damage increase. Less than 10%, I would say. Dreamers, like when you say you get like 80, it depends like which boss you fight against, because if you fight against like let's say if now I will fight against like Skara boss, I can get 1,600,000 damage. Just fight against this one and you cannot get the same number. So yeah, like just tell like which boss you fight against, like it's always very important. So yeah, what's my build is? It's Xilonen with her signature weapon, Cinder City. It's instructor set, this weapon, Mavuika with signature weapon, this set, and Bennett with like, yeah. that kinich boss. Oh yeah, maybe kinich boss, yeah. The Yumkasaur. Yeah, Yumkasaurs, yes, maybe it's possible. Alright.
If you insist on putting yourself to the
Teamwork
test,
is strength! Show no mercy! Eat Lalin! Eat Papa!
Burn it down! Light of the blazing sun!
So yeah, 1 million, 230. So yeah, actually it's pretty easy and it's a great damage, not gonna lie. That's my first 1.2 million. It's insane how Mavuika is crazy actually, not gonna lie, because the amount of damage you get, it's just crazy. Because back then, to do something like that, you need to use food, you need to use some specific technique, I mean like, yeah, some cancelling, etc. Now citlali and Mavuika just broken as hell. So I'm running 4-piece tenacity and TDDs on citlali while having for Mavuika. Oh, I see. That's nice. But you know what? I wouldn't suggest
trials.
you, Car. I wouldn't suggest you to run tenacity. You know why? Let's say this set is way more better in terms of damage. By the way, if you want me to, I can switch to tenacity. Let's do that. It's not a bad idea. Let's switch to tenacity and see if what damage we can get. Because tenacity only gives you 20% attack buff, but this set gives you 120 elemental mastery for 8 seconds. So yeah, just a second. Let's go energy recharge. I don't need elemental mastery. You know why? Because elemental mastery, it's big for her personal damage. I don't need that. Yeah, maybe like just a second. Let's do something like that. Let's check tenacity. Oh yeah, I have this one. That's crazy. 72. Okay. Just a second, guys. Yeah, 146, that's okay. It's okay. Oh, Dreamers. Okay, you have a signature though? So you got the signature as well, Dreamers, right? Oh, I didn't know that. That signature is real. Oh, you got the signature as well. Okay, okay. Like, I didn't like expect. I thought you do like free to play. Then yes, okay. Like with signature, you can do so much damage. Yes, it's possible. Because without signature actually doing like 900 at the moment, it's actually pretty challenging. Oh yeah, I see. That signature is insane actually, and you know why? Because you can use the signature on any DPS. Let's say, by the way, Kinich can benefits from like all of this stuff, but other characters only for like first part of this passive, you know, that's it. But that's alright, 11 crit rate, but let's say Navia can benefit only from this part, because yeah, she doesn't have any Night Soul Blessing, but Mavuika, instead of 20, by the way, gets like 35, and instead of 20, 28 gets about like close to 50. Just keep that in mind, because of like, yeah, it says that when like additionally when the equipment character is in Night Soul Blessing state, this effect like Scorching, Brilliance increased by 75%. So yeah, that's why so much. Let's say
adventuring is right up my alley.
Let me show you. So yeah, it's like 234, right? It should be 20, right? But it's not 20.
Rise with the sun.
It's not 20. It's, you see, like I got like 35-ish something, or 35. So it's 35.1. So yeah, that's crazy actually. We need a character that gives Night Soul, whoever. Yeah, actually, yes, that would be nice. But you know, we have already the character, and you know which one? It's Ororon. Unfortunately, he is not neutral, he is Electro. So he is not suitable for mel teams. He is okay with... He actually should be okay. Like, would be nice to... like him to be okay in overloaded team, but unfortunately, he is not.
Let's light it up!
Unfortunately, he is not. So yeah, let me show cards the difference between Tenacity and Cinder, like instructor said. Imagine Shibelanka that reveals Bennett's buff and give blessing. That would be nice, not gonna lie. But unfortunately, Shibelanka is not going to be playable, and you know that. By the way, they cancelled Shibelanka. I don't know like if that's true or not. They want to release more female characters, like so yeah, because of that they just somehow cancelled some male characters in this game. I heard that. I don't know, maybe it's not true, but looks like it's that. You know why? Because yeah, they cannot sell male characters, so it was like better than female characters. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. So because you know why? Like, if I'm not mistaken, we heard that Shibelanka should be playable, Capitano should be playable, but now they just like, yeah, maybe not, maybe like, yeah, because they have the schedule, I mean like the game like updates by like maybe like 1 year in front. I roll a godly cryo goblet for Skirk today. About the Skirk, actually, if you ask me, I wouldn't be so optimistic about the Skirk. You know why? She might be a physical. Just keep that in mind. And in this case, you need physical damage, but not cryo one. So yeah, let me just test. Like yeah, now it's the same build. But with Tenacity on like citlali. So yeah, rotation is going to be the same.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Everybody stand! Suffer the wrath of the...
Light it up! Wrath from the sky!
It didn't melt because I messed up a little bit. Just a second, guys, let me do it again. I switched to, like, you know, that boss is actually pretty annoying.
Sand is the natural enemy
Oh,
of
and by the
fire
way,
and
like,
civilization.
Dreamers, if you want to
In the
get...
desert,
If you want to get more damage, actually, you can use Scarabos. Scarabos is annoying, or you can use like this boss in like within like in Azuma. This mechanical array is also has like low resistances, and you can get more damage because all of the players do the test on that boss, which is actually, if you ask me, cheating. You know why? Because you cannot get the same damage on any other bosses in the game. That's why I usually use that new in within let's say that
Burn it down!
natlan.
Fulfill our pact!
Let me try it again. Okay, well, I'll try that. But yes, like try this one. That boss will give you more. If you want to see like better number, try that boss. Actually, I can do it, but you know why? I don't want to mess my like max damage number because I definitely will get more. Because like Mr. Dever said that about like 350 to 400k damage difference. Let's say yeah. I don't know how he got like 1.6 million with being free to play. I think it's a little bit less, but still maybe because 11 crit rate damage, it's not so huge to get like 40k more damage, I mean like overall. Alright.
if you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Come on. So yeah, it's a little bit late maybe because of that. Sorry about that, guys. I enjoy challenging myself playing Iolo, but Jesus Christ, like the damage is... Actually, her damage is good, Car. You know, like she just keeps that in mind. She plays out of that burst. So because of that, you need to use like burst. You need Mika. Mika is the best. You need someone who can like... You need Electro, by the way. She's not Cryo. Just keep that in mind. You definitely know that, but if you don't, you need to use on Eula like 2 artifact sets. Either this one, Pale Frame, which is new one, or old one, which is like this one. And you need to use like physical damage bonus. Just keep that in mind, because like she is a physical damage. She is not like, even though she's cryo, but not why she's cryo. She is cryo because you can use electro and get like that how it calls. I don't use the reaction. When you don't use the reaction, it's like, yeah, it's so difficult to like memorize all of the stuff. So yeah, like being casual, it's so bad. You need to play the game again and again. It called, oh yeah, yeah, guys, help me like with that. What's that? It was Shatter. No, Shatter meta your head like, no, actually Shatter is not so great. Shatter for her is not great. You know why? Shatter actually, because you need elemental mastery with Shatter. It's unfortunately, but it's no. Just a second, guys. Yeah, superconduct, my bad guys. So yeah, it's like superconduct, because like superconduct actually decreases the physical damage by a lot. So you need to use like, the team usually it's like cryo, electro, and a flex. Let's say you can use Zhongli, because like Zhongli's shield can decrease, or you can use some other characters, you know. So yeah, it's like that, but it's not like Shatter is not great, I would say, you know, because you need to use like, you need to freeze them first, then to use like Claymore. It's actually, yes, it's a little bit like not like that. I use the Hula, Zhongli, Raiden, and like Yelan. Oh, that's why you get that's why your damage is bad. Just like switch Yelan with another electro like cryo character, and you will get more damage. That's why your damage is so bad. Because Yelan, you got a freeze, then you just use Shatter or something, but Shatter scales on elemental mastery. It's like transformative reaction. That's why your damage is bad. But you need to use physical damage. You just switch Yelan with another cryo, and you will be alright. Definitely. Like Yeola is crazy. Yeola, by the way, was the first character like at Constellation 0 with 1 million damage. Oh yeah, actually yes, that like Yelan is not great for that. Yelan, Furina is not great because you just freeze them, you know? So yeah, but Zhongli, Raiden, yes. Because Raiden is electro, which means like when you use like, you get like superconduct, and superconduct damage is increased by the way also. It's like multiplication one, like yeah. Alright, let me just do this one.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Teamwork is strength!
bring it!
Show no mercy! You two! Time to light it up! Light up the blazing sun!
Very well.
Actually, it was not
Your
bad.
strength.
It wasn't bad, but it was like 1 million and like 124, but still, if you notice that, like it's about 90k like damage difference between like this set and between like 4-star set. I mean instructor one. So yeah, I would still suggest you Car to switch your your citlali to this set, instructor one. Instructor is great, not gonna lie. It's like kinda okay. The point is like it's a little bit difficult to get them. So yeah. And if you get some, like yeah, just keep them because like yeah, they're crazy. They're crazy. And you know what, like if you ask me, actually 90k, it's pretty decent number. Oh yes, of course, like the more you have, the more is damage. It's like that. The more you have, the more is damage. Yeah, just switch that, you will be alright. Because you know why? Mavuika is a character who gets a lot of attack buff. She has like a passive. You use Bennett most likely. If you use Bennett, it's additional attack. She has a passive like this one. When a nearby party member triggers a night burst, which is like Citlali or let's say Xilonen, Mavuika's like attack increased by 30% for 10 seconds. So yeah, she gets a lot of attack buff. So the more EM you have, the better. Oh, by the way, you know what? Let me show you how much elemental mastery I got by using like all of them. I saw C6, Eola, Raiden, Zhongli, and Bennett on stream that like mainly low. Actually, it's low, Dreamers, because you know why? You can do 1 million damage with Eola being Constellation 1. You don't need Constellation like 6. You don't need to be Constellation 6. So yeah, let me show how much EM I got.
Burn it down!
Let's light it up!
Yeah, C6 actually should like hit a little bit more than that. Okay, like let's so at the moment I have like 205 EM, and that's it. What I can get, by the way, I can use. Oh no, it's like signature weapons. Yeah, I cannot do that. So the only buff I got like it's like this 4 set, which gives you like 120. That's it. Oh yeah, by the way, it's like it's not a weapon. So yeah, I use signature weapon. So yeah, it's only like 120. So overall, it's like 325. But it's pretty okay. I mean, like, I don't know, but my Eola hit 80k and she is considered. No, 80k it's low. Like, by the way, just keep that in mind. Her damage comes out of her burst, not like normal attacks, etc. Something like that. So yeah, you just like increase her burst damage. You actually, let's say, can use Emblem Set. Emblem Set, it's also kind of okay, but I don't know exactly because you know why? I don't have Eola. Mostly it's like physical set is way more better. But you can give it a try. Alright, so like yeah, like as I told you guys, yeah, tenacity is okay, but I wouldn't suggest you to use tenacity. Use like instructor set. Like it's not easy to get, by the way, but you don't need so much elemental mastery. I mean, like yeah, like I use like this one, and some artifacts don't even have EM. You see? Like this one as well. I mostly focus on energy recharge because actually she doesn't need so much. 150, 160 actually it's okay when you don't use Cinder City, and 140 it's okay when you use Cinder City. Because actually this passive, like yeah, it's like you need like Cinder City and another Natlan character to activate that. But now she's balanced Vortex. I use like Hunter set like on her Hunter set for real. Marcy Hunter set on Eola. Oh, I don't like. You know what? Give it a try because if I'm not mistaken, like as I know, you don't need so much crit rate to do that. Yeah, her burst damage. You know that like crazy hit, which like yeah, she'd like destroy any enemies like within like. Pretty good, like AoE, by the way. Hey, hit harden, guys. You all know what's the next Imaginarium series? No, not yet. I don't know that, but if I will get some info, I will get you. I will share with you guys. They actually announced like Imaginarium series in advance because they give like all of the data before. Maybe we'll get some like you know why? When Spiral Abyss resets. .
Where to?
Oh my.
Rise with the sun!
Xilonen, eat Papa!
Time to say hello.
Open fire! Knock him down.
Mavuika with Chasca, by the way, is such a great like duo, not gonna lie. Okay, bye bye James, bye bye. He's coming back. Yeah, Abi is like in 6 days, by the way. Oh my. You know, like, let's do like continue challenge. Actually, I don't like to spam this one, but let's do it. It's a little bit late. Yeah. It's a bad idea to spam like everything in gacha game.
Get to work!
Tell me what you see.
Wrath from the sky!
Let's run! Bullseye!
Yeah, this Mavuika is actually extremely useful, not gonna lie. Like, she's like such a great character. Okay. Yeah, last one, yeah.
Light it up!
Time to say hello.
Get to work! You two! Tight! Fire in the hole! Pyroclastic surge!
Actually, you know what I did? I used Chasca. I used Chasca first to swirl that. Because, yeah, she does like anemo damage. And do swirl. Yeah, she is not on Vivi set, but still used like, yeah, this one. Hey Mirak, how are you doing? Actually, this defense might be okay. You know why? It's a goblet one. Let me keep it because of energy recharge. Alright, strongbox time. And also, like, I have, like, yesterday I got, like, pretty good pyro damage goblet, but unfortunately upgrade, like, went terrible. Any info? Spiral Abyss? Yes, actually we have some info. Like, the next Spiral Abyss is going to be a nightmare. Not gonna lie. We will get, on the first chamber, not one, but 2 papilia. You know, like this, like, enemies with the... Yeah, like these enemies. Like these enemies. 2 of them. Like first wave and the second wave. On chamber 1. That's crazy actually. So yeah, it's going to be just nightmare. It's still like in beta, but you know, like most likely, yeah. Not again, yeah. Unfortunately, Vortex. I pulled for Mavuika. I'm planning to use her as a sub DPS in my mualani wave team. You can. You have a build for sub DPS. Yes, I mean, like, if you want to use sub DPS Mirage, it's better to use Cinder City, because Mavuika will be the only one with, like, let's say, second one with natlan character, right? So yeah, mualani with her signature set with Obsidian Codex, and I would suggest you to like build Mavuika with like just a second with this set, Cinder City. But if you have Xilonen, let's say you use Xilonen or like other characters, keep Xilonen on this set and use Mavuika on Obsidian Codex. You know why? Because mostly you don't need so much damage. Like, let's say if you switch Mavuika from this set to Obsidian to Cinder City, the damage increase maybe by something. But if you have someone in your team who can give Mualani 40% elemental damage bonus, then definitely go for this Mavuika set. Because damage is not so important. You can use that burst. And by the way, like, you will get more damage from Mavuika, even though she's a sub DPS. Just like, it would be nice if you tell me whole team, you know, like all of the 4 characters you're going to use. And congrats with that, by the way. Congrats with Mavuika. Mavuika is just insane character, not gonna lie. She's just crazy. But there is no natlan characters in 5.4 banner, right? Yeah, most likely yes. That's why, you know, like this banner, it's so... Like, I don't know why they force us, like, to go for citlali and Mavuika, not gonna lie. I just maybe today I thought about that, maybe, just maybe, I don't know, but maybe I will drop couple multis on this weapon. Like, yeah, this one. Because at the moment, I don't need that weapon. At the moment I'm plus, yeah, +6. Last time, like, this banner destroyed me. But maybe I will do it, we'll see. Like, I still have some time, it's about like 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken. Yes, mualani, Xilonen, Mavuika. Yeah, if you use this team, then I would suggest you to do what? Xilonen definitely on, like, I wouldn't suggest you to go Petra. You can, let's say Xilonen on Petra set. I wouldn't suggest you to do that. You know why? Petra is a little bit like... Since you use Xilonen immediately, right? And you use Mavuika most likely after that to not mess up with that 40 like Cinder City buff, this 10 seconds automatically becomes about like 5 seconds, 6 seconds. So it's a loss. So that's why I would suggest you to keep like Xilonen on Cinder City, use your Mavuika with Obsidian Codex, and that's it. You will be alright. And yes, of course, like your Kazuha is Vivi set, that's obviously, and your Mualani with Obsidian Codex as well. Because, you know, like, you know what, for Mavuika you don't need energy, you just need to use Xilonen, that's it. So you will be completely okay. And by the way, yeah, you will play with Mavuika out of her skill. I wouldn't suggest you to start rotation with her skill, like this one, you know why? Start rotation with normal attacks of Mualani, use Xilonen, then maybe Mavuika's... Now, just a second, you have Kazuha. It's actually, I don't know if you have enough Hydra Aura, but it's like if Xilonen cannot, like... No, actually... Just a second. Let me try something. Hey Andy, how are you doing? Is citlali enough to break that abyss? No, right. No, unfortunately no. Citlali actually is trash. Actually, Mualani is also not enough. Unfortunately. So yeah, let me try something. Just a second. Let's say instead of...
Sand is the natural enemy of fire and civilization.
I don't have
in the desert,
Mualani, but I have Barbara. So yeah, let me go like, let's say like this team.
Alright, after
and
you.
See if like that aura it still owns the enemy. Just a second.
Go, Barbara, go!
Because you need to swill that one, yeah, right? And if you swill Pyro, it's bad. You need to swill Hydro. Just a second. So yeah, you apply Mora. Oh yeah, you can swill. So yeah, you can do it. Like you need to use like something. I don't know like how many U units like Mualani applies, but what you need to do, like you do like Mualani's normals, then you use Xilonen, then you switch to Kazuha, you swill, then burst, use skill, then burst, then switch to Mavuika, use her burst, to get that 40% elemental damage bonus, which is like this one, and then you switch to Mualani and do her stuff like what she can do, like the best, do the crazy amount of damage. Because in this case you should get like a ton of damage. It's 10 hours. You know what? Let's just like do one more domain run. Let's do like 20 more. The problem is Xilonen's skill gets the read of Hydro. What? No. That's why I tried Barbara. Actually, you can do it if you will you will do quickly enough. You can get that aura. Yeah, I got your point. That's why I test Barbara. I have to apply Hydro again with Mualani. You just need to test that. Do you think they will add Mualani or kinich rerun? Yes, Rohit, definitely. And if you ask me, I don't think about Mualani. I mostly think about kinich. You know why? Because kinich is the second one after chasca who can destroy the shield super fast. And kinich is actually pretty powerful. Unfortunately, Mavuika is not so great for him, but you can use her. I mean, like, yeah. About that Mirak, if so, then yes, you need to do that. You have no choice about that. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, I don't have Mualani, unfortunately. Barbara applies maybe enough, Hydro. So yeah, you can do Xilonen and then use Kazuha and do Swirl. It's possible. Well, yeah, I have to be real quick. So yeah, oh yeah, actually yes, it depends. Exactly, if your ping is good enough, actually you can do it in time. Because if I'm not mistaken, catalyst characters apply to you something but it depends on the character. So if you will be quickly enough, you can do crystallize like Xilonen's skill, and you can switch to Kazuha and do the swirl again, and you can swirl Hydro. Yeah, I know that it's a little bit annoying, because switching to Mualani again, it means yeah, you miss some buffs.
Who's our target this time?
Falling leaves, adorn my night!
Here comes the catch.
Wrath from the sky! Incinerate!
Yeah, I messed up with that Kazuha. Sorry about that. I'm gonna test it real quick. Oh yeah, no problem, of course. Yeah, I'm still here. Alright, let's do that strongbox, because yesterday, guys, I got pretty good pyro damage goblet, by the way, for Obsidian Codex, but yeah, I decided to do it yesterday and I mess up. So yeah, I got this piece, this one, crit damage, crit rate, and flat HP. But yeah, it's ended up yeah, all of the upgrades went to crit rate, 1 crit rate, and yeah, double HP. Okay. Let's get Mercy Hunter. I mean, yeah, we have a ton of trash actually. Isn't that goblet? Yeah. Oh my. But, you know what, guys? We have something to upgrade. Let's try to do it. Let's first try this one. Oh yeah, recently I got this one with a crit rate, crit damage. It's yeah. Let's... Why is that defense? Oh yeah, actually it might be useful. Just a second. I mean, I need that one. You know why? Because oh yeah, maybe I can if I get like couple upgrades, my Xilonen might be better. So I will keep that one because I mean, like, you know which one? So yeah, with energy recharge one. Okay, I will keep it. Now mualani, Furina, Xilonen, Mavuika, or mualani, Xilonen, Kazuha, Mavuika. Which one is better? Just a second, Andy. Mualani, Furina, Xilonen, Mavuika. Or mualani, Xilonen, Kazuha, Mavuika. Oh, you know, like, by using... I would say first one. You know why? Since you use Xilonen, Xilonen cannot react with, let's say, it's way easy to use first team. Xilonen can heal. Xilonen and for Furina is great duo, right? Mavuika you use only for application, but keep that in mind, Xianling application is better, but still, if you want to use Mavuika, it's up to you. You use Xilonen with Cinder City, Mavuika with Obsidian Codex, mualani with Obsidian Codex as well, and Furina with like Mercy Hunter. So yeah, I would say better like first team. You know why? It's a more easy to do, like instead of like second one. Second one, you need to use Kazuha. Kazuha actually is pain in the ass with that team. And also, since you use Furina, like on a first team, you get additional resonance. It's 25% more HP, which is actually helpful for mualani's damage. And on top of that, Furina can buff your mualani. So yeah, rotation is going to be Furina skill burst, because she apply Hydro, right? Then you use Xilonen. Then you use Mavuika, like skill Mavuika, and burst Mavuika. Because bursts give you 40% elemental damage bonus, which is, just a second. As you know, Mavuika can buff your character. It's not like Bennett's buff, but it's not bad. So yeah, if you have fighting spirit, like 200, which is that energy, like, you know, like the whole of her energy, you can get up to 40% like damage bonus. So you use skill burst, then you switch to mualani. And that's it. Actually, yes, that's first team is better. It's way better, I would say. Kazuha is like, yeah, Kazuha is like painful a little bit. Yes, Haru says like 2 or 3. Oh yeah, I like if so, Mirak, like so the point is like using like this. Like you use mualani normal attacks, then Xilonen, then Kazuha, and after that Mavuika. So you will go right. Unfortunately, you need to like let's say do all of this stuff pretty fast, but you know it's worth it because you will get more damage. But you know, like also like Andy like told me, like Andy says about the team mualani, Furina. If you have Furina, by the way, you can use mualani, Furina, Xilonen, and Mavuika. I would say this team is better if you don't use Furina on other half or other chambers, or like if you have Furina. So yeah, Furina, mualani is not a bad duo. Alright, so like yeah, let me level up this one. After that we have... Just like yeah, I don't want to level up completely, I want to check if I can get pre-trade. Can I? No, of course I can't. Alright. Oh, unfortunately, yeah, I'm sorry about that. Didn't understand her kid, so I skip. Oh, for real, Mirak. I would suggest you, if you have like, let's say, her kid is actually pretty straightforward. It's not difficult. What she does, just a second. Oh yeah, what she does. She is a broken character at Constellation 0. You don't need Constellation. You only need to level up talents. This one is for damage, this one is for buff. So yeah, that's why you... Actually, it's better to like crown them. Artifact set is Golden Troop because of damage. Weapon, I would suggest to use Favonius one, and what she does. When you use her burst, she activates some specific state, you need to, like say, you need your teammates get some healing or lose some HP, get HP or lose HP. In this case, you get FanFast stacks. That's why, let's say, the characters like Neuvillette, it's so like incredibly powerful with her. Let's say like Xilonen, and you can check the number by just like checking like this multiplier. It's like incoming healing bonus. If it's equals to 30, it means you got all of the 300 FanFast stacks. By the way, I did the video back then, like about her kit on my channel. You can check that. It's Furina, something like that. So yeah, she's actually extremely useful because she can buff not only fake characters, which is like Pyro, Hydro, Electro, and Cryo. She also can buff Dendro. She can buff Anemo, she can buff physical damage, she can buff all of the stuff in this game. So it's actually not a bad character. I would suggest you to go for her, but it's up to you. I'm skipping. Oh yeah, okay. Like if you like decided to skip her, like it's it's up to you, completely up to you. But she's broken character, not gonna lie. Yeah, she definitely will be helpful for any account. Okay. So what's let me just like, if you remember guys, I have like something like this. Let me first, like yeah, let me just like yeah, marked one. Let me level this one up. Maybe I will be lucky enough. You know which one? Last time I will keep this one, but attack 21 is just crazy. Oh, let's do like this one. I hope I can get like crit damage. Or crit rate. Yeah, let's do like this one. This one is like 21. Oh yeah, I will keep this one for a future. Let's do this one. It requires big brain. Oh no, miracle. No, definitely not. Believe me or not, it's not. You know why? Because actually she is the most easier character to use in this game. You just need a healer. That's it. And like rotation, but that's all right. I mean, if you like, let's say if she's not comfortable for you, that's all right. It's like, yeah, that's completely all right. So yeah, let's do like this one. All right. Okay, let's just try to do it. Oh, defense, you know, like. Oh, okay, I will keep it. I mean, like, it's better than getting like 10 defense, actually. This flat defense, it's not so visible, you know? But this piece is okay. I mean, like, I will keep this piece anyway. So it's not like by actually like favorite one. So yeah, that's what it is. I mean, you cannot get everything. Oh yeah, let's try. Yeah, I will try it later. So yeah, I got like this one yesterday. So yeah, it's like it went so bad. Let me check if I have something. Huh. I usually use all of the stuff I got. I mean, like which like the artifacts, which is actually pretty useful. So basically she buffs elements up to 30. No, not 30, 75. That's the point. She buffs, like, if you get 300 fanfare stack, she gives you 75% buff. Just crazy. That's insane. You know? It's not Hydro, by the way. It's all elements. It's not Hydro. When you switch the characters, let's say if you use Mavuika, Mavuika gets 75%. If you switch to Kazuha, Kazuha gets 75%. If you switch to Yelan, Yelan gets 75%. So that's crazy, actually. She is insane. On top of that, you can do Swirl. On top of that, you can use this set, Cinder City. It's additional damage. So yeah, she's insane. And if you ask me which character is better, Xilonen or Furina, Furina is better. In terms of damage, like a buff, she is better. The only problem, it's not a problem, it's a way how she works. You need a healer, that's it. But we have a lot. We have Jin, we have Xianyun. You can use Barbara, by the way. Barbara burst is actually not bad. I mean, like, yeah, like old Barbara, you know. You can use Yao Yao as well. So yeah, like we have like a lot of options. So she buff every element in the teams. Yeah, like, but only for active character. Just keep that in mind. For active character, but yes. As I know, like for active character. But still, it's 75% buff. It's crazy. Oh, no. It's not so. It's not active, actually. All of them. You know why? Because, yeah, like all of them. It's not active characters. It's all of them. Yeah, that's true. It's all of them. You see, like what? This one. At the same time, Furina will increase the damage dealt by an incoming healing bonus of all nearby party members based on the amount of fanfare she has. So it's all of the enemies, all of the teammates. So yeah, let's say if you play off-field Mavuika, her damage will be increased. If you play off, like, let's say, oh, I don't know, like, which one? Let's say Yelan. Yelan has like off-field damage, like, you know, like by using that burst. That damage will be increased. So you can switch to another character and get that buff. So that's crazy. She's insane. She's just crazy character. And she's easy to use, not so difficult. I don't want to say her personality is so great, not gonna lie. But, you know, like, she is a great buffer. Also, by the way, just like let me... I don't want to, like, push you to go for her. I just want to show you how good she is. She also has like two states.
I have a high hope.
She has this state, which is buff state, but if you... This state, it's healing state. So if you use that...
How brilliant!
You see? She now heals active character. You see? Like, she also have a healing like state. So just keep that in mind. See, she is a healer, and at the same time, she is a buffer. So, yeah, just like insane character, not gonna lie. Easy to use, easy to build. You don't need constellations, and you don't need like crazy weapon. You just need to go Favonius one, which is the best one. Or if you don't have Favonius, or like don't want to use them, just that weapon, you can use as this weapon, Pipe one, which is available for free. So yeah, insane character. I would suggest you to go for her. You will not regret. Just believe me. Let's say if you ask me which character is the best one in the game, I would say maybe Furina. Furina is just crazy character. So guys, maybe it's it for today, because like, yeah, it's a little bit late, but I will be online tomorrow. I will continue the test maybe.
What's the occasion?
But I think end of the stream will be soon. Oh yeah, like, hey Tanuki, yeah, welcome back. The hard part for me has keeping track of the stacks. Which stacks? You don't need to, like, yeah, unfortunately, like Tanuki, yeah, we're like almost like finished with it. So yeah, we level up 1 artifacts. Unfortunately, it went not so great. It's defense, flat defense. About the stacks, actually it's not difficult with Furina. Because, you know, if you mean like fanfare stacks, you need a healer. That's it. You know, like what? Let me show you. Let me just show you real quick. how she works. Well, see, no, like Mirak, just let me show you how she works. I mean, like, real quick, it's not difficult. Like, if you play this game for a long time, you definitely have Jin. She's a healer and a good healer for Furina.
Witness my magnificent.
So, let me show you something. So yeah, let's... You see the damage, it's 14k damage, right? 15k damage because it stacks. It's like, yeah, just... So yeah. Now, let's use something.
Strike a pose. Let my name echo.
Barbados! Yes!
You see the damage? It's 40, like, so, but yeah, it's like melt, like it's 30, just, it was 23 something. Unfortunately, it's vaping, that's why it's huge damage.
Rise with the sun!
But you see, it's 18 now.
Is this?
Yeah, like, it's, unfortunately, it's vaping. So yeah, it's vaping, unfortunately, because of like huge damage. But you can divide that number by 2. It's about like 20-ish something damage. So damage increased for Mavuika. So yeah, actually it's not bad. It's easy to use actually. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you something. Just a second. Oh yeah, you have Jin. Just a second. It's easy to use, not so difficult actually, extremely easy. The only problem is like, yeah, by the way, you have Xilonen as well. If you have Xilonen actually, Xilonen is way better. Xilonen is way better for let's say duo, Furina Xilonen is a great one. So yeah, let me show you again. How, like, at the moment, she has 0 incoming healing bonus. It means like 0 fanfare stacks.
Shower me with praise. Time to shine.
My companions need me.
Just a second.
Go as one.
Wait, hear me.
You see, like, it's 30%. It means like you already got like all fanfare stacks. I just messed up a little bit, but Jin can activate that in no time. So yeah, it's easy. It's not so difficult actually. Yes, you need to get used to her, but it's worth it because like it's not like you do something special. You just like do all of the stuff, then switch to your like main DPS, like mualani, like Furina, like any other. So yeah. No, so you heal after using her ult, not before. Yes, of course, like you need to do that. You know why? No, not only ult, by the way, not only burst. You need to use her skill first to activate healing, decreasing, like, you know how she works? Just a second. As you know, like, this fanfare stat, like, these saloon members, they give you damage, and like, let's say it's like gent. I'm bad like in pronounce these names. It's in kind of French, mademoiselle, something like that, but still it's like it's your 3 like saloon members, and each of them consumes your HP, your like team's mates HP to give some damage up to 50%. So let me show you. If you see now, like, my HP is like kind of okay, right? So usually what you do, you use Furina's skill, then you use Furina's burst. So it's rotation, I'm sorry, starting like that. So you use this one and just check, watch the HP of your teammates. You see, like, it's getting down. It's because like saloon members consumes HP to deal some damage. After that, you use like something.
Let the world collide!
I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. like, yeah, you need to be ready for that. Anyway, like, you got the point. So yeah, Saloon members consume, like, use HP to deal some damage, use Furina skill and burst, and after that, right away, use some healer. That's it. By the way, Bennett is also pretty okay, but Bennett is like circle impact. And Xilonen is the best one. Oh yeah, like, actually she's easy to use, Mirak, believe me or not, she's not so difficult. She's actually extremely useful. Yes, she's not like Xilonen, not gonna lie. Xilonen is like easy, I would say, because for Xilonen you actually do literally nothing, you do just only skill and normal attacks. But for Furina, it's the same. You just need to find actually it's extremely useful. Extremely useful and extremely easy, not so difficult. Alright guys, this is it for today. Just do couple tests, by the way. If you want me to, like, tomorrow, I will be online tomorrow, I can do couple Furina tests to show you how it works. It's not so difficult. Alright, thanks for joining, guys. I will be online tomorrow. We'll see, maybe I will continue the test because, you know, like, we still have something to do. This Mavuika is crazy. She has a lot of hidden abilities, I would say, because she actually can work with literally any character in the game. Like, yeah, with supportive characters, with DPS characters. By the way, the answer to the question, that would be nice. I'm starting to understand that. Yes, she's easy. Definitely. The answer to, like, to the topic of the stream, it's like, what is better, attack or EM? It depends on your piece. If you have pretty good attack stats with some amount of elemental mastery, I would say use it. I did couple runs, like, at the starting of the stream, you can check that.
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
You can notice that attack sand is kinda better for me, for my damage. Now I use like this one, which is actually crazy. Even though it's attack, it gives me EM. That's why this piece is better than this one, which is like this one, my bad, which is full EM, you know, with attack as well, with the same like crit damage and a little bit higher crit rate. This piece gives me more damage than this one. So yeah. Okay guys, that's it for today. Again, like, I will be online tomorrow, and yeah, feel free to join tomorrow. Thanks for joining, guys, and bye bye. Bye bye, guys. You know, like, yes, like, overall it's like that. Like, let's say I tested with EM weapon as well, but the point is, if you have like attack sand, which with good substats, use attack sand, it gives you more damage. Overall, yes, the general rule, use EM. But if you have pretty good attack one with substat, EM substat, go like for that attack. It's like not a huge difference, by the way. Only reaction teams. Yes, because you know why. Mavuika is plays out of reaction with melt, vape, mostly. Melt is best one, vape second one. You can use an overloaded teams, but you know, like, it's less damage. Let's say, you know why, because in some cases even arlecchino might be better in overloaded teams. So yeah, like with Mavuika you're doing right. Yeah, like, it's like she plays out of reactions. Okay, like, okay, bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you very much. See ya.
Star Snatch Court is known for its heroes.